Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Jamie and Marcus here.
Welcome to Test of Thyme.
Love, passion, and hustle in the restaurant business.
Yeah. Episode 21, episode 21 today. And we're having a lot of fun doing these.
We are.
So
we like to bring you lots of information, our experiences. Hopefully it will help you be a better entrepreneur, be a better restaurant owner, be just a better person in general.
Just share our
information. Yes.
Give me the remote control for the air conditioning here. Excellent. All right. That's our daughter. So a little hot in here. It'll cool down in no time.
Yes.
All right. So what's some things that have happened to us recently or you want to talk about? Dilemmas, lessons?
Oh gosh. Dilemmas. So, I mean, I would definitely say that we're coming into a busier time at our restaurant and training. more
training.
I think we're realizing that no matter how much you do, because we do once a week training right now, there's always more when you bring new staff in, especially when it's busier and you have expectations and
but we train all the time. You say we train once a week.
So we have a staff call once a week that we train on in person, but we also have a training platform that we
train 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day, right?
I'd like to talk about a dilemma that we're having.
Okay.
Where are we going for vacation?
Oh, I know we're having a hard time.
I think this is a real dilemma we're having.
This is a real dilemma. So
we're we're the people that don't really take a vacation where you relax and sit down, and friends of ours has called our trips away like vacation fit because we're always on the go. So our idea of away time is usually doing business. So now we're on either our way to Dominican Republic in 2 weeks, or we just got offered an apartment in Miami.
Yes.
We were originally going to go fly to Orlando and drive around Florida for some little bit of work and a little bit of leisure. So now we've narrowed it down to Miami, where we have an apartment on the beach, on South Beach, or we can go to Dominican Republic.
Go to Punta Cana.
Yes. So all-inclusive resort. We upgraded. We're not typically the people that sit back and relax. Miami, there's pros and cons to both. Why don't you tell me what you're feeling?
I don't know. I'm having a hard time, right? Because we do like to go and we like to have the pleasures around us of good food and being able to eat and drink what we'd like, being able to sit on a beach, being able to go if we want to go, have our own car, if we need something, because we're taking our grandson and our children with us, being able, if we need something, to just run to a store. And we've been to Miami, so it's comfortable, right? So we know kind of what we're going to get there. We know the food, we know the area, a little bit. But we know that something is within arm's distance if we need it.
Right.
Going to the Dominican Republic, you're going out of the country, right? So we don't really know what's around in that area. And
we probably won't go off the resort.
We probably will not go off the resort. We'll stay on the resort. And it's an all-inclusive. So you don't know what kind of food they're going to have. You don't know what kind of drinks they're going to have. But on the other hand, you're right on the beach. Someone's taking care of you. You don't have to run around. I don't have to think about food. It's right there in front of me. The baby, if it's time to go take a nap, we just go right upstairs and the baby can go to sleep upstairs. The baby can go to sleep in on the beach on a towel, so it's a catch-22.
Courtney was almost that age when we went to Cancun.
Cancun, yes.
She was 8 months.
Yes.
Sebastian's
he'll be 5 months.
5 months.
He'll be 5 months.
So almost the same age where we took Courtney and it was great. All-inclusive resort in Cancun, or Playa del Carmen at the time, and it was fantastic. So, but the foodies that we are, I think we kind of, this is a tough dilemma because renting a car, then I'll be driving.
Right.
Or somebody will be driving. Daniel will be driving. You'll be driving. We'll be taking turns driving. Courtney will be driving. But we have a chance to eat better food. we have a chance to experience and maybe even learn some stuff and visit some cool places that are off the beat, not off the
But
beat,
it's work.
but it's work.
So it's back to work.
It's work, but we always get ideas when we go away. We
I-
always get good ideas. We're like, we want to do that at our place.
Leaning more towards Punta Cana.
Okay.
We've never been there.
Okay.
It's a new experience. We're on the beach. And you know what? We're going to have to just make the best choices that we can make while we're away.
So I have a toss up. And when you first came to me and said, hey, Miami's in the game now. And this
and
is
you
the
were
deal.
like, no, we're going to Punta Cana.
I'm like, no, we're going to Punta Cana. I'm like, there's a lot of work, Miami. And you're like, I'm like, it's a lot of work. But it's better food, better wine. We have more options. We have more responsibility. It doesn't even come down to the money because the money is the same.
It will end up being the same. No matter where you go, it'll end up being the same. Yeah.
So that's our dilemma that we're facing right now. We have to make a decision within the next, I guess, 24 hours and book tickets.
We need to make a decision tonight or first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning of where we're going. Now,
where we're going.
It's been a long time since we've actually, we used to take the kids on vacation once a year.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go into the summer, end of August, before school started here. And we used to take them to Montreal, we took them to Puerto Rico. We used to take them on an annual vacation. Whether it was 4 days, 5 days, whatever.
You know, during those vacations, I don't know if you remember, but we were always looking for the cheapest way to do something.
We were on a budget back then.
We were on a budget.
When the kids were small, we were on a budget. We were on a budget.
So does that kind of determine where we are today?
No.
Do you think that makes a difference?
No.
No.
Okay. No.
I don't think so. But...
No, not at all. Not at all. And then when Justin started doing sports and he had to start reporting middle of August for sports, JV and stuff, our family vacation suddenly stopped. And there was maybe one or two more times we went on a ski vacation to Killington or something, spring break, but it kind of all just stopped.
We were able to go away, not last year, the year before, in August, before Justin went back to school.
A few days in Lake George.
We
got to cycle, we got to hike, we got to go out on the boat, we got to do some cool things up in Lake George. 2, 3, 4 days away, whatever it was, cool. But now Courtney and our grandson, we wish Justin could go with us. We would have planned it. If we would have planned it while better, we could have been on our way there now. Justin would have been with us and it would have been cool. But
we didn't know what his schedule was going
right, because we just got done with baseball.
So baseball just ended.
His college season just ended, Division I. And
just ended, yes.
The funny thing is, imagine if they would have won like last year, because they would have been going to Florida and we would have Miami. They went to Miami last year for the regionals in Coral Gables. Yeah. So it wouldn't be funny if we were just had them plan a trip and they were going. It would have been cool to have that connection of the apartment on South Beach while we were there. But oh well. So that's our dilemma as business owners, as family. Like, what are we gonna do now? A restaurant owner said to me just the other day, a friend of ours said, he goes, I really admire that you guys do stuff. I see you out running. I see you taking time for yourself. I see you going away. I see you traveling.
We just got done with a bike ride.
Just got done with a bike ride. Took 2 nice bike rides this week. And I said to him, there's a story. There's a story. You heard of the Mexican village with the fishermen in it? And he was like, I don't know if I've heard that one yet. I said, you might have. Let me tell you. There was a Harvard graduate, business graduate, went to Mexico to visit Mexico. And if you know this story, you know the story. And I'm not going to tell it. It's probably told in several different versions. But the bottom line is, my storyline is going to be pretty accurate. So he finds this guy on that's just relaxing on the beach, a Mexican guy, and he's like, well, what do you do? And he's like, well, I go fishing in the morning, I get back at noon, I eat lunch, I drink beers with my buddies and sit here and relax. And the business guy, the Harvard business graduate, was like, oh, wow, you have some great fish. It's really amazing. Why don't you grow the business? Why don't you start shipping fish to Mexico City? Why don't you hire your buddies here? They'll catch with you. Then from there, you can start sending fish to Los Angeles. And the Mexican guy goes, well, what's next? And he goes, well, what's next is you're going to be in Los Angeles, and then you're going to start importing to New York and Miami, and you have to hire a national sales manager. You're going to have to move your factory from here to there, a processing plant, and you're going to have a processing plant. You're going to have a distribution center. And the Mexican guy's like, well, what's next? He goes, well, you're going to build this company, and it's going to be the best, and this and that. And the bottom line is the Mexican guy's, well, what's next? Like, what next? He goes, well, then you're going to sell the company.
And you're going to retire and go fishing.
You're going to move to a Mexican village. Yeah. You're going to fish all morning for fun. You're going to meet your friends for lunch and drink beer all afternoon. and the guy was already doing that.
Right. So why?
Like, I see a lot of restaurateurs that are just building and building and building these, I don't know what they're building, but they're building these empires. But the more they build, the more they're taking away from their time, from their life, from their family. And I'm not saying don't build an empire, build and scale the proper way, where you can delegate, have partners
helping you,
right, where you're not the only one there to run the place and this and that. I see smaller business owners, smaller restaurant owners, where they have 2-3 restaurants, and they're at this restaurant here, and they're juggling the restaurants all the way around. And an emergency goes, they have to get to another restaurant because they're not properly managed. They don't have a partner in each place, or a managing partner in each place, or somebody responsible that's running it like it's their own. And I'm like, they're killing themselves, literally killing themselves. Even restaurateurs that are like restaurants across the street from each other, next to each other, they work so hard trying to fill in the pieces of these smaller.
Can go away on vacation for a week with their family.
So, but some of them are giving these up. Some of these are giving up these vacations. It's terrible. And when we see restaurateurs that have given up their lives, their families for a restaurant, especially a failing restaurant, it sucks.
Yeah.
It really sucks.
It does, yeah.
So we're in a situation where we have a dilemma right now. Like, we don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. And we're just going to do it. We're like, do we drive around like Maine and Vermont and go to all little small towns?
That's not relaxing. The whole purpose of the trip started as a relaxing vacation. Well, it really started it wasn't really relaxing. And then we moved into, you know what, we go and go and go and go all the time. For baseball, for restaurant stuff, taking guests with us on winery vacations. So we go and go and go, and it's time for us to sit still for 5 days and not go and go and go.
Yep, so exactly.
That is the purpose of it.
So yeah, so I think we're leaning towards Dominican Republic then.
I think so.
And just go and relax and be pampered.
And be pampered.
Not worry about lesser quality food. We'll figure it out. So yeah, I mean, maybe we should all take a piece of paper and write where we want to go. I like
and
that.
Throw it into a bucket and pull it out, and see what we want to do.
I like that. All right, we'll have
out of the four of us.
We'll have a family meeting.
We'll have a family
meeting after this. All right, so yeah, so don't miss.
What is the point? Don't miss
time. And I think we've done an episode on this before, maybe just recently, but it's just so important to not miss out on your family. And the program that you and I are building, like, I've been recording videos nonstop today for like 6 hours because I'm building a team training. We're building a team training system for restaurants to automate their training. Like we talked about in the beginning, 24/7 training. So when you hire staff, they can come on board and get spot up to speed very quickly. Then you combine it with in-person training and role playing, on the job training, and this virtual training. Our team loves this virtual training, and I want to share this tool that we've created with a bunch of other restaurants. I literally made 50 wine videos this last week describing 50 different grape varietals. So 3-minute videos. Here's the cool thing about this program. If a restaurant says we don't really have half of these wines, they just uncheck the box, and their staff will never ever need to know about Albarino, about Gruner Veltliner, about Riesling. They'll just know Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Sauvignon Blanc, and White Zinfandel, and Riesling or whatever. And they just check those boxes, and that's the module they get. It's really, really cool. And if there's a restaurant that says, you know what, we want to start teaching our wait staff more wine knowledge, and a 3-minute video format's great, check all the boxes and go away and teach them. And they get a diploma, they get a degree at the end of diploma, they get a ranking with the other staff team members, they get quizzes, they get held accountable for it. It's a great system that we built, and we want to share that with other people so they can learn to love their restaurant again.
Yes.
This is a beautiful business.
It is. It is. You get to meet people all the time. You get to teach people. We've built great friends. So it really is a great business. And, you got to do what you love. That's your passion is important.
Yep.
So,
and don't sacrifice your family time. You will not get that back.
Never.
So for more tips on how to run a great restaurant or how to love your restaurant, go to restaurantgrowthsecretsuniversity.com. There's tons of free training there, and our platform is there to train your staff. Of course, that does cost money, but it's $6 a day to train your team 24/7 virtually. It's amazing. It's a great deal. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, so let's go get paper and have a family meeting and vote on where we're going.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right, everybody, have a great day. Enjoy. And
Thanks for
thanks for
watching.
watching.
Hit
Jamie
the like
Marcus here
button.
with Test of Thyme, Love, Passion, and Hustle in the Restaurant Business.